Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Kathy. There's one of the cats to make sure I do this correctly. So we are on part 26 of the series Common Sayings that are actually from the Bible. So this one is United we stand, divided we fall. And don't forget, there's also a playlist where you can start at the beginning and go through all of them. And I'll leave that link in the description box and possibly in the comments too. So, okay, united we stand, divided we fall. This is from Matthew chapter 12, verse 25 and 26. So have you guys heard this? Have you said it? I've heard it definitely. It usually has to do with either politics, the cases where I've heard it, or the government. Yeah, so let me know what you guys think. I mean, it could do with, maybe a family or a business, if everyone's divided and there's infighting and, no one's going to be doing their best and, the business won't do good. So along those lines, the same with governments or political situations. If people aren't united, then what's the point? So, if they're divided, they're just going to go do their own things and not work towards a common goal, is my thought. So let's read this. All right. So Matthew chapter 12, verses 25 and 26. I'm going to start at verse 24. It gives a little background about what the Pharisees are doing and saying. All right. But when the Pharisees heard it, they said, "This fellow doth not cast out devils, but by Beelzebub, the prince of the devils." And Jesus knew their thoughts and said unto them, "Every kingdom divided against itself is brought to destruction, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand?" Okay, so he calls them on their ridiculous assumption that he is, I'll get into that. So, okay, so there are 3 accounts of this saying in the Bible that talk about united we stand, divided we fall. So it's in Matthew and also Luke 11:17 and Mark 3:25. So all 3 instances of this statement are spoken in response to the Pharisees' accusation that Jesus was casting out demons by the power of Satan. All right, which was a blasphemy that Jesus said would not be forgiven them. So I think that's absolutely ridiculous. And one of the commentaries when I was researching this was talking about how illogical that is. And Jesus even says, if Satan casts out Satan, he's dividing his own house, and it's not only does it not make sense, but it's not going to stand and be around anymore. So, but that kind of shows us how ridiculous and illogical the Pharisees could be and weren't thinking too clearly. So, all right. So this verse carries a profound meaning about unity and the consequences of division. So let me know what you guys think, if you've heard it, if you've said it, and your thoughts on it. So make sure you like, subscribe, share, and comment. That will really help out the channel. And I will see everyone in the next video. All right, God bless.